old RCB.
Welcome. Indian Premier League playoff time. Just 4 games away from getting over with the season, and two people are smiling. One with a very skeptical one, to be honest. दुनिया हिली नहीं क्यों? क्या हो गया डरविन? क्यों नहीं हिली दुनिया?
क्योंकि बहुत कुछ नहीं हिला है दुनिया क्या. हम पूरे आईपीएल में लास्ट प्लेस से हिले ही नहीं. दुनिया तो दूर की बात है.
और एंड जो टीम लास्ट प्लेस से हिली, अनिकेत, हाउ आर यू फीलिंग?
I'm feeling over the moon. I think I expected like so much less than what we have, achieved in this IPL. I'm like, my heart is full of emotion at this point. I'm speechless, but I want to talk about this game. I want to talk about the playoffs. And let's do it.
कप नाम दे. इस साला कप नाम दे.
इस साला कप Namdu. Namdu's woman, Namde's man. Yes, okay, Namde.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. अब भैया हम तो कोरबोलोर को जीतबो.
I'm too excited.
कोरबोलोर को जीतबो. बस वही चलता है. हमारे पास सबसे एटीट्यूड वाले मेंटर आए हैं, गौतम गंभीर. So बस हम उन्हीं के उसमें चले रहे.
I mean, great season. Like, this is the first time that KKR have finished top of the points table in the entire history of the IPL. So that's a great start for Gautam Gambhir's tenure as a mentor. Although I don't know how long is he going to stay, considering that there have been reports that India have approached him, but overall it's been like a brilliant season for KKR. So I think Harry and I had this conversation where we were talking about each and every team. So let's talk about KKR only, considering that they topped the points table. So Harry,
can I add one more point? We have the highest net run rate ever as a team.
So that's true. So at the start of the season, we had spoken and we said that if certain players remain fit for KKR, we particularly name dropped Shreyas Iyer and Andre Russell for that particular reason.
Yes.
And if they stay fit, then there is every chance that KKR make the playoffs. And I think that has happened. You all have more often than not have had a fully fit squad at your disposal. And you all have managed to get the best out of all those players in there. You've got some players who've risen to the occasion. Someone like Harshit Rana, Vaibhav Arora, both of them, who did not have the best of seasons last year around. But this year they've just taken their game up to an entirely different level. And then you have Narayan, who's Ankush is a find, and then you have Narayan with the bat and with the ball also.
Vintage Narayan, Narayan.
At this point, it is, dude. It's at this point, it's like any bowler. अगर bowling नहीं आती तो मत आया करो मेरे सामने.
No. Moreover, the thing is, if you're gonna pitch him, what do we say, that a line between. Not even in the arc, it's not even. It's kind of a good length and that half volley between that. It's not even the arc, bro.
You give him width, plus you give him width also. He's going to just smash you.
Yeah, and he has been smashing.
And I think that the IPL has changed Sunil Narayan as a batsman, because he was never touted as one. And the last few seasons only in KKR, when they started putting him as an opener. I mean, he was more of a bowler, right, before a batsman first.
Yeah, it all started in 2015, to be honest. That was the time, after winning the second title, we tried to have different approach. So, with Chris Lynn, we tried Sunil Narayan, and somehow it did work during that point of time. But we did try it for the last few seasons. It did not work out. I don't know what magic did Gautam Gambhir do with this guy. Suddenly he has 450 runs.
Imagine
having 450 runs.
And imagine West Indies must be crying right now, like literally crying right now, because this dude is literally gone ahead and rejected them on national TV. Like, I'm not playing. I'll watch it from home, but I'm not playing. But in the midst of all these positives, Harry, I just wanted to ask you, not only as a KKR fan, but as an India fan as well, how much does Rinku's slow year with the bat this season worry you, from both perspectives, not only from a KKR fan perspective, but from an Indian fan perspective, keeping in mind that he's a travelling reserve. So just in case if anything happens to our original batting lineup, he's definitely going to come in as a as the substitute batter in place of that particular player. So how much does this slow? I mean, he's not been bad by any stretch, but then again, he's not exactly been his explosive self either that we seen
Right.
last year or in India colors also whenever he's got the
Right.
chance. So
You,
how concerned are you with that regard?
to be honest, I'm not concerned too much because these are sportsmen. Yeah, these are professionals. They know how to get up from a bad season, and these 14 games is not gonna change what Rinku Singh as a batsman or an explosive finisher he is. Moreover, the thing is, the role which he had last year was the same that he was having this year. But the thing is, our openers, especially Philip Salt and Narayan, had taken this game miles apart. I mean, they are batting to the 14th over. How do you expect Rinku Singh to play just 7 balls and score 20-25 runs? I mean, a loss for you. Ramandeep is a loss for you, but he was a gain for us because in 4 or 5 games he has given us that kind of a finishing that we expected from Rinku Singh. So his exodus from the Indian team has actually played with his mind, and he has been a little bit low on confidence this season. But I know he's gonna be back with a bang next year. He might also play very crucial in the coming games because now we're gonna play with Gurbaz. So Gurbaz is very inconsistent. He's not gonna be a Philip Salt kind of a player. He's very inconsistent. So let's see what happens. But I'm not at all worried about Rinku's form. It's just in his head that traveling reserve thing has got into his head. So I just feel that it doesn't play out for a long run because everybody knows he's the future of Indian team. He's the future of India.
And what do you think that this low year for Rinku in terms of his input with the bat coincides with Narayan's promotion of the order? Do you think that must have had something to do with it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said earlier, no one expected, even being a KKR fan, I did not expect that Narayan or Phil Salt will be having like partnerships of 100 runs. And even if one is getting out, there is another guy. I mean, the another one is still batting towards the end. So what happens is you need a player who can actually run around, not score freely, but run around. So that consecutive approach that we always talk about and kill Virat Kohli for has been adopted by KKR, to be honest. If they have two explosives, one explosive batsman gets out, you have another one, not an explosive guy, but who will play around and score at good run rate. So it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, for all those who are wondering why I'm asking these questions is because since my team has not made the playoffs, I'm guiding others to a treasure that I can't possess this season. so that is why I am the one asking the questions here and not Harry. So, I mean, let's come to Aniket. Aniket, this is like a classic case of Freaky Friday. I mean, as far as RCB is concerned, first 8 games, RCB were utter dog shit, and that's putting it very, very kindly. Like, nothing was clicking well. The bowling was a mess. The batting was too top heavy. And a couple of contributions from Dinesh Karthik and VK and Faf of the order, there didn't seem to be any sort of cohesion. Even Rajat Patidar was not getting runs starting at the beginning. But then something changed. I don't know what, I don't know how, I don't know when, but
and why,
but whatever has happened, it seemed like all the stars have aligned at the right time in all the right places for RCB to make it so far. So it's a two-pronged question. What do you make of the season so far, and how confident are you entering into the eliminator that you're how confident are you of going all the way till the finals now that you are basically the form team in the store, having won 6 straight, and the only time that a team has won 6 or 7 straight is the Mumbai Indians in 2015, where we were bottom at the halfway stage, and then we went on to win all the games and make it to the final and win the tournament in 2015. So there's a parallel right there. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the 14-game league stage, and what are your expectations, and what do you feel about RCB's playoff chances?
I think it's a classic case of never say never in sports, right? You rule a team out of something, and you just give them no hopes to qualify for the next part of the tournament, and everyone's hopes is basically out from the team, and even the fans are just coming for the games but have no expectations. So I feel that it's a mix of RCB having less pressure on themselves because they had such a bad start in the to start this season, and then it's a mix of players being allowed to play more freely compared to the initial pressures they had, when the season, when the tournament started. So you add in both, and then players, just go through game by game, and figure out how things go, by winning each game, and so on and so forth. So this is what has happened. Basically, RCB, after the halfway mark of the tournament, they decided that, okay, I mean, in terms of the motivation, as well as the mental factors which they were facing, is probably like, let's just win a few games and see what happens, because the tournament is not over till the 14th game for each team
Right.
is played, correct? So this is what has happened basically. So unfortunately, they went on a very big run, and now are basically qualified to the playoffs of the tournament. So I believe it's a case of, they obviously they got help from other teams as well, because the IPL is a very fluctuating table, and things keep moving up and down, pretty quickly. So they got help from Mumbai Indians and GT, who kept on losing, and unfortunately, couldn't make it themselves the playoffs. So that helped, and then they could even beat the teams above them. As where we got in the latter stage of the tournament. So I mean, you should give credit to Virat Kohli's performance this season as well. The orange cap holder, he's been exceptional this tournament, and somehow their bowling, in some way or the other, has become a lot better in the latter stages compared to the initial stages where they were being hit all over the park. So that has been a factor as well, and definitely Faf's captaincy has got something to do with it, as well. He's got it together after the initial, rustiness in the early part of the season. So all these things, put into account, and then you just take it game by game, and this is what has happened now. The From the last place, after what, 5 or 6 games, they're into the playoffs now as the fourth place team, and they're going to be facing, as you said, Rajasthan Royals in the eliminator game. So I think it's like the season has been good so far, I would say, because they've achieved what they could from the position they were in. So now whatever you do from this place is just a bonus. So they're going to go on in a high. As you said, they are the best team. They've been playing the best cricket in the tournament over the last 7 or 8 games. And then playing against Rajasthan is definitely going to be a challenge. Rajasthan were top of the table for quite a long time in this IPL, correct? And then it's going to be a challenge. I don't think they're the favorites to go into this game, but definitely
No.
with the performances and with the current form they are in, I wouldn't rule them out of beating any team at this point. So
Right.
for me, it's like it's like a win-win for me. Even if they lose, I think the team has got so
Yeah.
far. It's also a win for me. And then if they win, it's just a bonus. Now they get to play another game, and I get to watch Virat Kohli one more time as well. So that's how it is.
Also a trivia I want to add, for all the viewers that are watching this, this is the first time there are 4 teams that have finished with 14 points and have been just separated by what, the net run rate. So this has been the season where we have seen net run rate playing a very big part rather than points and all. So it all comes down to net run rate, and this has also been a season, like Aniket said, like one of a shamble of a season that RCB had. And even Delvin remembers, like when we had done, a
The
team
previews,
preview.
yeah, the team
Yeah,
previews.
Yeah.
we did, say that RCB is gonna finish in bottom 3. They're not gonna
We
get
we
above that.
we have to take our words back, Harry, because we roasted the
Yeah.
fuck out of RCB in that video.
and I remember there is one more team that we talked about in the similar fashion, and it was Sunrisers Hyderabad. And we had put
हमारी
that disclaimer. We had put that
हमारी
disclaimer.
हमारी
If the four
जबान
guys-
फिसल कोहली भाई, हमारी जबान फिसल गई भैया, हमारी जबान फिसल गई भैया.
Sorry Kohli भैया, sorry Kohli भैया.
हमको
No,
हमारे मुंह से निकल गई भैया.
I want to apologize to a SRH fan, because there was a comment below that SRH video. You guys are gonna laugh when we reach the finals. That was his confidence when we had
Yep.
done that video, and I had actually kept in mind about his comment that if SRH somehow managed to reach the playoff, I'll have to apologize to that guy, man. But he hasn't watched the whole video. We had simply said there's a disclaimer. If their 4 guys start hitting and clicking together, the 4 main foreigners, that's what happened. Travis Head, Henrik Larsson, Aiden Markram didn't have a good season, but Pat Cummins did have a good one. So they
Travis
all
Head-
clicked.
Travis Head is like, he's not allowed into India anymore.
Arshdeep,
after the season.
Arshdeep,
He's not allowed.
at the end of the day, I felt say like, "Abhi isko World Cup वाली ball देनी पड़ेगी," and he got him out of the first ball game against Punjab. I was so happy seeing him go out on a first ball
I
duck
know.
was so
And they
soothing.
still
Was
won
so
the game
soothing.
despite that.
Yeah. I think a lot of it had to do this year with the emergence of Abhishek Shah, the opener.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because I think Sunrisers put in a lot of effort as in getting him back. They did not retain him in the first place ahead of the mega auctions. They bought him back for a considerable amount. He did not
Right.
deliver in the first two seasons, partly because of the fact that they did not play him in the position that he's built for. For example, opening he was used as a floater throughout. He played some games as a 3, some games as a 4, all the way down to 6. So obviously that instability when it comes to batting position will always play a part when you're not doing well also, and then with the team being in such a state of flux where 2022 and 23 were the year they changed head coaches back to back. But with this management at the helm, with Vettori leading the charge and then with Pat Cummins assuming captaincy, you could see that Abhishek's batting and Abhishek's IPL career has been given a new lease of life. So much so that we were having conversations about him having a very genuine chance of making the T20 World Cup squad as well.
Yes.
That's how brilliant he was at the top of the order, and some of the shots and it's not that he slogs blindly as well.
No.
It's very beautiful cricket shots, like something very reminiscent of a Yuvraj Singh when he was younger, like
Yes.
the elegance and the class in those shots. How important is Abhishek? I mean, we all know that Travis Head is Travis Head at this point, so there is not a lot of sense talking about his impact in that Sunrisers side. We obviously know what a crucial factor he is, but how important has Abhishek Sharma been? Because for the longest time, let us remember that SRH did not have a proper opening pair at all after Warner's departure.
Yeah.
The fact that they've got this opening pair, how big it's been. I remember saying that SRH thought that they'll win the IPL just because they copied their jersey from SA20, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Good Lord, I'm getting wrong predictions all the way around. What is happening? Yeah, so
No,
back to
but
my
I
question.
mean,
Let's get back to the Abhishek Sharma thing. Like, how important has Abhishek Sharma's rise been for Sunrisers at this point?
See, Delvin, thing is, people tend to forget, cricket is a team sport, first of all. It's
Yes.
not about individuals. There are 11 guys who are playing, and, there has to be contributions in any form, be it 2 ball, 10 runs, or 4 overs, 3 wickets, or 4 overs, 1 wicket for 10 runs or 20 runs. So, or a guy who is not batting or bowling but is fielding, getting good catches, taking good catches, doing runouts and all that stuff. So, the thing is, the few uncapped players this season, apart from Abhishek Sharma, if we go into Angrish Raghuvanshi, we go in for Sai Sudarshan, we go in for Samad, all have actually worked hard before the IPL, and we can see how they are reaping the fruits of practicing and having confidence on themselves. And the thing is, finally, being promoted as an opener alongside Travis Head, playing under him, he's already getting, coachings from Yuvraj Singh. We all know that. Abhishek Sharma has been practicing and been coached by Yuvraj Singh. But, playing under Travis Head is all new ball game and is a whole new different level. Because that guy just know how to play important innings in the clutch games. Be it World Cup, be it, the World Test Championship, be it the
Don't
Ashes.
remember. Mat yaad dilaya.
So
Also the catch, dude. It's not even about the 100. It's about that catch. It's not even about the 100 he scored with the bat. It was that catch.
Yeah.
Had he not caught that,
yeah.
is
Things
that?
would have been different. So this think tank of Lalit Modi, that playing global stars with Indian youngsters who are yet to earn a cap for the Indian team, has helped these guys a lot. And in the past few seasons, we have seen this. They're getting coached by foreigners. Are being these players who are actually coached by foreigners are getting more help than being coached by our Indian staff. To be honest, no offense to all the Indian ex-players and all, but for obvious reasons, the foreign coaches are much better than you guys.
At this point, most of our ex-players are good at talking only. I mean,
I think most are going to the
most of them
media
just
and management side.
and that also some of the most useless and asinine takes that I've ever heard. Like
Right.
these people, the 2011 class of the Indian team is the
Right.
same as the Man United class where all the guys like Keane, Gary Neville,
92.
Paul Scholes, all talk, no bite. It's the same
Right.
thing. It's the same thing with this Indian group of ex cricketers as well. And speaking about uncapped players, there's one more team that we have to talk about in the playoffs, and that's Rajasthan Royals. We'll get to that uncapped. We'll get to that uncapped player in a bit, but
Wait, one last point on Abhishek Sharma. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go on to Rajasthan and the other topic, so I think also like Pat Cummins has been very important as a captain.
Yes,
for SRH.
yes,
I
absolutely.
think the confidence he exudes is pretty. I mean, it's like it's insane. Like I mean, SRH was not supposed to be doing well this tournament.
No,
I mean,
not
none
at
of them, none of us.
The man
especially, had
can't do
high hopes for
anything
them.
wrong. The man can't do
Exactly.
anything wrong.
He can't do anything.
What is like? What has he eaten, or what exactly? What side of the bed has he got up on? Like what?
Give him the Ballon d'Or of cricket if you can. Give him the Ballon d'Or of cricket.
I swear, I mean, how? Like, he's been bowling decently. I'll not say his bowling has been great, but the way he's led this side, you'll not even believe that this is the first time that he's ever led in a T20 format. This is like his first captaincy stint in T20 cricket, and he's doing so well. Like how? Like fuck, I can't, I'm just out of words, man. Like seriously.
Yeah. And also the batting lineup helps, man. When you have like Klaasen, Markram, and all these boys who just come after Abhishek Sharma, so Sharma now has a license to go out and just play his natural game. So,
I remember there's this one tweet. This was I think after Sunrisers scored 266 versus Delhi. This is and by that point they already scored a 277 against Mumbai. So there was this one tweet that I said that it's like in Danavo ko sirf 10 over hi khila. Who would have known that they would literally finish a run chase within 10 overs in 3 weeks time?
See,
Time, like
Travis Head should not be allowed to play more than 6 overs in a
if,
T20 game.
dude,
Okay.
if I was India's external affairs minister, I wouldn't give him a visa. Let alone playing 6 overs.
Declined.
I wouldn't give him a visa. I would permanently put a deported stamp on his passport that
Travis
he
Head,
never sets
they
foot in.
barred from entering the country.
Yeah.
Coming back to Rajasthan Royals,
Yeah.
it's been
And
lot
what
of
went wrong? What went wrong? Like nine matches, 8 wins, 1 loss. It felt like they were going to break records. As in, they would win the rest of the games. They would finish like with a 13-1 record. Everything was going well for them. They had the best power play bowling. They had the best death bowling. They had the best middle overs bowling. And then you come to their batting. If Joss was not scoring, Yashasvi was scoring. If Yashasvi was not scoring, Joss was taking them home. And then you have the emergence of Riyan Parag, who finally showed what he's capable of with the bat.
Yes.
Apart from the attitude that he shows, like he's won 10 IPLs, but this time for the first time he's backed that attitude with performances, and that is what you want to see with players of that caliber. I mean, there is no denying the fact that Riyan Parag has the talent, has the quality, and has the ability to perform at the highest level. But he never showed it in in his previous stints with the side. But what all of a sudden, what has gone wrong? Like they lost 4 on the bounce, and they are entering the playoffs arguably at the worst possible time and playing against the team that is in the best possible run of form.
Exactly. Oh, okay. There is one more tweet. And there is one more, interesting trivia. In May month, Rajasthan has never won a game,
and RCB has never lost a game.
Has never lost a game, and those two are playing an eliminator. So it's gonna be like.
Do you think that if Rajasthan lose the eliminator by any chance, okay, after the first 9 games that they've had, where they only lost a single game, and basically just crawling to the playoffs, what do you think that it's like an ultimate choke job and that the entire team will be dissolved, like the entire team?
See, Delvin, if you remember when we did
we spoke the same thing. We spoke the same
Royals,
thing. Yes.
and
we spoke the same thing.
We did mention one thing, that this is the most complete side in the whole of IPL. They
Yes.
have all their bases covered. They have players to replace the whole 11. So, they could actually play Rajasthan A and Rajasthan B. But no, thing is, when you're at top of the table and you are like invincible, there comes a point where you start to become, a little bit complacent. And I guess it was the loss. And I guess it was the loss against SRH or RCB. I don't remember which was the game which actually hurt them the most. After that, they just start going down because if I don't know, I'll have to check which is that game. I most probably think it's gonna be RCB.
I think it was Sunrisers only. I think it was Sunrisers where they lost on the last ball with 2 runs required. It was the Rovman Powell last over. Yeah, I think it was that only.
So when things like that happen with a team that has been high on confidence, and they suddenly lose a match which is actually supposed to be their easiest win. So that's how your confidence gets low, and then you start to, just go in the downward trajectory, and that's what's happening. And also, they don't have anything else in their think tank. Think a little bit different, guys. You are now highly dependent on Nicholas Pooran because your whole of the top order is fumbling.
Nicholas Pooran? He's in Lucknow.
Oh, sorry. Now they are dependent on Riyan Parag to hit 4s and 6s in the middle.
I'm like, when did Nicholas Pooran go to
sorry.
Playoff trade हो गया क्या?
नहीं, इनका जो गेम जहाँ से इनका डाउनफॉल चालू हुआ, that was against DC.
I would actually say that it would but that was still okay. But I think the game that really started their loss was that last ball loss only against Sunrisers, where they needed 1 run. When they needed 2 runs to win on the last ball and Powell was out LBW. So I think that was the game for me. I mean, obviously your opinion could be different, but for me it was that game where they literally had the game in the back of their hand and then they just fumbled it big time.
And then there was a game against CSK where they only scored like 140 runs, where they still had 5
Yeah.
That was the pitch or the batsman.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, but then I think serious questions have to be asked, provided if Rajasthan end up fumbling over here, because they were the best team for a vast majority, but then they enter the playoffs as the team with the worst run of form. They haven't won a game in the last 5 or 6 matches, I think.
Yeah.
So that goes to show how messed up things are. And speaking, I mean, obviously now we've spoken about all the 4 teams. Let us talk about that one constant debate that has been making the rounds. And I think it all started with Rohit Sharma speaking about it in a podcast, which was followed by Ricky Ponting, Akshar Patel, Mukesh Kumar. Then obviously as recently as a couple of days ago, Virat Kohli was the latest to speak about it. And that is the impact player rule. Now, we've been hearing various schools of thought about the impact player rule. We have a proper group of well-established stars, which include a World Cup winning captain in Ricky Ponting, arguably India's best test captain in Virat Kohli, and we have India's current all-format captain, Rohit Sharma, saying that they do not like the impact player rule and they want it scrapped.
Right.
On the other hand, you have a former India coach who says that he's in favor of the rule. And then you have arguably India's best off-spinner in modern times, that is R. Ashwin, who also has lent his backing to the impact player rule. So, on what side of the spectrum do you stand? The question is to both of you all. And I want, if you want the impact player rule to be, why? And if you don't want the impact player rule to be a part of the IPL anymore, why? I would like to know your stand. Both of you, I would like to know yours. Who wants to take it first?
Aniket, you take the lead because I've been taking the lead for a long period of time.
No, I just want to hear your opinion first, Hari, since
you're
following the sport more closely.
Okay. When Jay Shah, talked about the impact player rule, he said it was made generally for, playing an extra Indian, giving him an extra opportunity. Jay Shah, it's okay that you tried for 2 seasons, but the kind of pitches that you produce in this, IPL season, they have been very batting friendly because
it's only batting friendly.
I mean, there has been no seasons where 250 was like, भाई आज भी 250 मार दिया, कल भी मार दिया, परसों भी मार दिया, 250 chase भी हो रहा है, मतलब क्या मजाक चल रहा है?
There was this stretch where there were 10 to 12 games where 200, 220 and 230 were like just common numbers.
Yeah.
And I think that was the time where Sunrisers also scored 287. I think it was that stretch. I think exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not good, for balancing the game of cricket. If you're doing that kind of stuff, having more batting pitches, by then वही है ना, तुम bowling machine से
Bowling
करवा
machine ही
दो.
कर दो, हाँ.
हाँ. And then make boundaries for 100 meters. भाई स्टेडियम के बाहर छक्का मारा तो 6 है, नहीं मारा तो नहीं है भैया, हम 6 नहीं देगा. ऐसा रूल करना पड़ेगा. But coming back to the impact rule,
30,000 fielders.
So coming back to the impact rule, to be honest, it has favored the batsmen more than the bowlers. We have seen that, and it has favored the teams, getting deep in batting, because at this point of time, even the batsman coming at the 9th position is scoring 30 runs of 5 balls, 6 balls. No, yaar, I'm not liking this kind of cricket.
And also, it goes away from, it actually goes away from your classic 11 versus 11.
Exactly.
Like for the longest time in cricket, we've prided about the fact that we have 11 players and 11 players, and there is no substitute who's entering and having a very discernible impact on the game with the bat or with the ball. And the impact player has made it quite, and I am not in favor of that. Another reason why I'm not in favor of it is that all-rounders are dead because of the impact player.
Exactly.
And it is us who are suffering, not the other countries.
Exactly.
We are bearing the brunt of it a lot. Guys like Shivam Dube, like you're saying, Washington Sundar, even Akshar Patel has not been bowling a lot. Yashasvi can bowl. Tilak Verma can bowl. Tilak Verma can bowl. Riyan Parag can bowl. Abhishek Sharma can bowl.
Shreyas Iyer can bowl.
I don't care about Shreyas Iyer, the bowler.
What you're saying is
the list goes on and on.
Goes on, yeah. Like
but
there's so many.
That's how cricket has to be played.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But then on the other hand, you have Ravi Shastri saying like, get on with the times. I mean, come on. I mean, okay, there is a little bit of merit in what you're saying. But then at the end of it all, we pride ourselves on cricket being a 11-11 sport. That is what sets our game apart. Even though it is long, even though it is time consuming for some of the people, but we pride upon it being 11-11 contest. Like Kohli said it the other day. I think scoring 200, it's better to have a score of around 175, 180, and then try defending it.
Right.
Try defending it with 11 players where you have only 5 or 6 bowling options.
Exactly.
With the impact player, you're having.
Why are you trying to replicate your different sport? Like they're trying to mirror football in a way that football has substitutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And now in cricket also we're going to introduce substitutes. Like
it's a good thing. It's a good thing that the impact player has not touched the international circuit, because had it touched the international circuit, the game was dead, like absolutely dead. And I'm really glad that it's not touched.
The thing that Big Bash does, that some kind of a over where the runs scored are doubled.
It's power surge. I think. No, it's a power surge. Basically, it's power play, but like how a normal T20 game has 6 overs of power play. So at the start only in Big Bash, the first 4 overs are your power play, and then you can choose 2 overs of your choice where only 2 fielders are outside the circle. That's power surge.
Only this is what a change should be there. Not. No,
extra batsmen. I like the 2 bouncer rule also. That's an amazing rule. It helps the bowlers. It helps the bowlers a lot. I'm totally in favor of the 2 bouncer rule, and I hope. I maybe hope that this one is implemented in international cricket, because like we've been talking about the IPL, but international cricket also slowly and steadily is becoming a batter's game again, where bowlers are not.
If you remember, there was a poll done on the IPL match where they asked that, do you like 250 scoring more than 250, and they actually got 75% people saying yes.
Dead generation.
So people are right. People are crazy. They haven't watched cricket. It's bat and ball. It's not just bad.
We've seen an IPL final where Mumbai Indians have defended 128, and you're telling me you love. And that was a thriller where Mumbai eventually won by just 1 run. And you're telling me you want to see 200 plus games every day? Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. No,
No,
absolutely.
but they said that the impact player rule is not permanent, and they'll have a look
Yeah,
at it
but
again after the World Cup.
there's been no indication of it being scrapped also. So as of now, it's somewhere on a slippery slope in the middle. I think this off season there will be a lot of discussions in the sense there are talks about increasing the number of retentions to 8. So that is something that I don't want to happen. So there are a lot of discussions that are going to
Firstly, I
take
think
place.
that international cricket rules should be in line with the domestic rules as well, kind of, more
No,
or less in parallel.
it's a good thing that the ICC is not entertaining all these different sort of rules where the Big Bash power surge or
Yeah.
the IPL's impact player is getting in. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. As long as the international cricket rules are the same that it is being, I think there is not much of cause to worry about. But then I think as far as
we need to appreciate the fact that they're trying something different in all these different
See,
leagues.
make it bowler, try something bowler friendly for once. Try something bowler friendly for once.
Also required.
Just
Make it a balance.
it out.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
balance
I
it out.
agree.
If you have a power surge, I like the rule. That we are allowing 2 bounces, but then don't make two batsman friendly pitches. Make it a little bit bowler friendly too. I want
Make it
to pitch that.
sporting. Make it sporting. Make it a sporting wicket.
Batsmen win you games, bowlers win you tournaments. That's
mean-
how it is.
Some of the pitches that I've seen, they are roads, like genuine roads. The wicket at Kotla, the wickets at Hyderabad, some of the
Right.
wickets in Mumbai. I'm not going to say all because we've had wickets in Mumbai where even 170 was defended by KKR, and Mumbai struggled to score 137 on Wankhede wicket. Chinnaswamy has always been a batsman's paradise.
Always
Even
been
if you make that wicket a sporting wicket, the dimensions of the ground are so small that it automatically becomes a batter's wicket.
Right.
So
I used to
Kolkata surprisingly has been a batter's wicket this year around.
But
For
never
once, for once, Mullanpur was a surprise. Being a new stadium, it was like a decent where I did not see a lot of 200 scores on that wicket. Where
Right.
180, 190, that's fine. That's like your average T20 score if things go good. Imagine in earlier T20s, people were happy. People were like 160 is a great score, and now 160 is like
भाई जी डिफेंड कर लेंगे तो like डिफेंड
हाँ।
कर लेंगे but हमारे पास बॉलर डिफेंड कर लेंगे
nowadays 160 is like अरे यार 50 रन कम हो गए.
भाई 50 अगर वो SRH KKR मैच देखो भाई आखिरी 5 ओवर में 98 रन इज इट अ जोक 30 बॉल में 98 मार रहे हो तुम और क्या है ये आई मीन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ हिटिंग एंड ठीक है यार बैट्समैन हैव गॉट अ लॉट ऑफ पावर बहुत पावर है सब में मसल आ गया सब कुछ आ गया ब्लेड्स बड़े हो गए बैट का वेट बड़ा हो गया सबको
Yeah.
पता है कि थिक एज भी लगा 6 जाना है बट डोंट मेक इट दिस ऑब्वियस कि यार बस टच करो तो 6 जा रहा है यार
हाँ, like it's like you're literally favoring the batters. Like make it
Definitely needs to be done. Definitely needs. It has to be something done for the next season in terms of giving the bowlers some kind of an advantage.
that is the reason why
as you said.
that is the reason why cricket has not been playing in a lot of countries नहीं हो पा रहा है ना
Yeah.
because वो equality दिखती नहीं है
Equality नहीं है, correct.
नहीं
there is I was just going across like this is international cricket. I was this women's cricket game going on. Argentina is scoring 430, 440 runs in T20 cricket. Dude, what the hell is going on? And and 78 or 80 no balls.
right हाँ भाई ठीक है वो tier 2 tier 3 cricket अब क्या कर सकते हो धीरे-धीरे
Coming back to the IPL, what are your predictions? Let's go for the first game that is going to happen tomorrow. So for context, qualifier 1 and the eliminator are happening in Ahmedabad, and
Yeah.
qualifier 2 and the finals are happening in Chennai. The reason being that Chennai were the IPL champs last year, so the finals happened in the home stadium of the defending champions. So first game tomorrow. So first, the good news that this entire week of IPL playoffs is expected to have clear weather. There is no rains even in Chennai, so that's a good sign. Although there are reserve days just in case people are afraid. There are reserve games for all the playoffs, but for now it's clear weather for all the 4 games. So let's get to tomorrow's game. It's KKR versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. Again, 2 teams who can destroy bowling attacks on their day, and we've already had a thriller between these two sides in the earlier exchanges of the IPL, where KKR scored 208 and Sunrisers eventually fell 4 runs short of that target. So, Harry, I'll ask you, what do you think about the game? And who's going to be?
I think there are quite a few people watching the live, so whoever's watching, please smash the like button. And if you have any comments,
you can also put in your options. यार तुम लोग भी बता दो KKR और SRH में कौन जीतेगा कल. फटाफट comment section में डालो.
For you also, Harry, who do you think is going to win, obviously, and who's going to be your player to watch for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I was hoping that KKR get a chance to play Gurbaz for once in the match against Rajasthan Royals.
Unfortunately, it did not happen.
It did not happen. Now Gurbaz is directly going to play in a very clutch game. Though we get another chance if we by chance lose this one, we get another chance to beat the winner of the qualifier one in the eliminator 2.
Eliminator. In qualifier 2.
In qualifier 2. So the thing is, being a KKR fan, I would have that bias that we do win the game. But it all comes down to Travis Head. If that guy is out, then of course half the battle is won. But again, if our Sunil Narayan is out, then we are in big trouble. So
it's a battle of Sunil Narayan versus Travis Head.
Travis Head.
Okay.
Exactly.
For you, Aniket, same question. Who are you expecting to win, and who's going to be your player to watch?
I think this could be one of the matches of the tournament because both teams are equally strong. So I am going to go with SRH on this one.
All right.
And I think their batting again carries them to the finals.
Okay. So
also, just one more point I want to add. If somehow Ahmedabad's pitch turns into a swinging pitch, then I'm going to love this contest because two of the best swingers are going to play tomorrow. One is going to be
Harshit Rana.
One is going to
Stark versus Pat.
Yeah. The vintage Australian team playing against each other on a swinging track. So it's gonna be like whoever takes most wickets, his team is gonna win the game.
Right.
So I would want to see that kind of a game.
So it's going to be a very close.
It would be good to have a bowling.
A bowling dominated contest. Yeah. So I think Kolkata just edges this. Very, very close. Kolkata just edges this. A reason why I'm saying just edges is because Kolkata have not played 2 matches now. Both of their last 2 games have been washouts. So that might come to play. But in that regard, even Sunrisers have had 1 game washed out. So they've also come off a break. But currently Sunrisers are the one who've just had a little bit more cricket considering that they played on Sunday while KKR was not able to. But I think the biggest test over here is going to be the battle of the captains. Like, know what you're going to expect from the players. Like, they're going to give it their all. It depends on how well both those captains manage to, change things in their favor. Something that Pat has managed to do time and again in this tournament, whether it be with his bowling changes or whether it be with his field placements or whether leading himself by example. Right. So Pat has shown that time and again. I have not seen that a lot in Shreyas Iyer. I'm not saying that I've not seen it at all, but I've not seen it very frequently. So that is what might eventually end up deciding this contest. But then again, in the qualifier ones, like the team that is finished first in the points table more often than not goes to the final is what I've always seen. So let's see whether Kolkata continues that trend or will SRH, spoil that apple cart for Kolkata. Yeah. Coming to the next game.
Also, another trivia. There have only been 3 seasons where the qualifier 1 teams have actually not ended playing the final. Only 3 seasons. Apart from that, in every other season, it has been the teams that have played the qualifier 1 have actually ended up playing the final. So that's how the IPL has been over the years.
So coming to Rajasthan versus RCB. No, I did not know that. I think one was 2015 because Mumbai finished 4th.
2012.
One was 2015 definitely because Mumbai finished 3rd or 4th in that and ended up winning the IPL. Yeah. So that was one. I don't know the other season. I genuinely
21, 16 and 12.
Oh yeah, KKR made the eliminator, like a similar situation like RCB again, like bottom,
Right.
not rock bottom, 5th or 6th I think, and then
So 21,
Rahul
5
and
on the
12,
trot.
15,
KKR
21,
won 5 on
12
the
and
trot.
15. 12,
21,
15,
12 and
21.
15, and now 24.
Yeah.
Provided. Let's see if that happens. Let's see that happens.
Orbo jeetbo.
So coming to Rajasthan versus Bangalore. Now I am very confident that RCB is winning this.
Yeah.
Because form team Rajasthan have a lot of questions to answer entering into this game. They're also not able to get Tom Collar-Cadmore properly blooded into the team, and now with Joss gone, he's going to be tasked with the onus of providing the same ferocious start with Yashasvi the way that Joss used to do, and at the same time putting a price on his wicket also. So that is going to be very interesting to see how it happens. Also, apart from the top four, there's not a lot of batting depth as far as Rajasthan is concerned because Hetmeyer is not fit, so that gets out a good finisher as well as an equally brilliant fielder. So you're missing one. Then you have a bowling attack which if they take wickets in the power play, they are a force to be reckoned with. But if they do not get wickets in the power play, that's another problem in itself. For RCB, it's going to be just be consistent with bowling, especially with bowling. Like they did manage to win the game, but Lockie Ferguson's bowling was a huge concern.
Yes.
How are they going to get the best out of those bowlers remains to be seen. So I think a lot of it will come down to Faf and the way he rotates those bowlers. But I definitely see Rajasthan RCB winning the eliminator and going to the qualifier too.
Qualifier.
Sure, solely because of the fact they have momentum on their side, they have form on their side, they have confidence on their side. Basically, everything that has to go right for them is gone. And like Aniket said, whatever it is, they've already overachieved this season by making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they basically enter this contest again with an nothing to lose sort of attitude. And any team that enters that particular fixture with that attitude is a very dangerous opposition to beat. So obviously for me it becomes my player to watch. I'm going to go with Yash Dayal. Oh my God, that is that is. I mean, talk about a redemption arc, and that has been the season. That has been the season for Yash Dayal. Like I and Harry had laughed. I and Harry had laughed at it.
नहीं डेल्विन अभी 5 मिनट अपन शांत रहता अनिकेत बोल तेरी बारी बोलने की बोल
नहीं अरे आरसीबी का ऑलरेडी बात कर लिया ना कि it's like they've already overachieved as we discussed. So I think I'm thinking about just reminiscing about the first episode we did on RCB previewing the season. We were laughing at the team and the kind of bowlers they had, and even the batsmen. We were saying like, okay, they have Kohli and Faf, and they don't have anyone else. Cam Green, we rated Cam Green trade as probably the worst in the season and all that. So
I did not, but it turned out to be the worst one. I did not.
Isala couple lollipop.
Exactly. We made fun of all this, but it feels good that that they have taken it seriously as a challenge to see what they could do after having such a poor start, and now they've gone and just made it to the playoffs. So I think they are definitely going to have a very good chance. I think toss will play a crucial role again in this match, because RCB, as we know, like do not have the best bowling unit. So I would say that putting a good score on the board will be more important. If they can win the toss and do that. So all eyes on Kohli and Faf again. They've been pretty good over the last stretch, especially Kohli, and the way he celebrated after winning that game against CSK with the passion he had.
So and almost cried also. I think. For me. Cried as well. Cried as well.
I just want to add something over here. People actually diss Kohli for all these things. He's a proper sports person. You can see that emotion. Even if I'm playing that game, even if it's for a club or whatever thing I'm playing, even if my best friend would be standing in front and I'm winning by making his team lose, I'm gonna be with that. I'm gonna show that passion and all that.
I agree.
you know,
I'm definitely going to rub it. I'm definitely going to rub it in his face. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, of course. I am going to.
But you know, all the chatter that has gone around, Kohli doesn't know how to celebrate. Man, that is the guy who lives cricket all day long. We can see the way he celebrates, the way he. I mean, even if there is a small run out, even the bowler getting a run out, opposition's team bowler, he's gonna celebrate as if he has taken the wicket of the main batsman. But I just love it because that's what sports is for. That is what you have to watch.
Yep. Well
Being a Mumbai and Man United fan this year, I don't know what it is to celebrate also. So I can't comment on celebrations.
एक और ट्रिविया दे देता हूँ भाई. वी का मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैन 7 साल पहले मेरे बर्थडे के दिन यूरोपा लीग फाइनल हुआ था. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड लिफ्टेड अ ट्रॉफी. इस बार मेरे बर्थडे के दिन एफए कप फाइनल है. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड विल लिफ्ट द ट्रॉफी.
Bro, if they win, I'm going to put a reel of me dancing on "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar on my Instagram, or I'm going to put a story. I'm going to put a story. That is for sure. I'm saying this on YouTube, guys. So I'm saying this on YouTube. Y'all have it. Y'all have proof. Yes, I am. I'm caught on 4K.
And if he doesn't do it, you can message me. I'll give his @ on Instagram, so you can ping him and disturb him.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Get my lay cigars.
Yeah. United fans think I have gone crazy because I have a belief that we will beat City.
I also feel like that someone going to scam an FA Cup win to the final.
Okay. Yeah. You know the last segment.
Wait, all of us say RCB is winning?
Yes, RCB is winning. RCB is winning the eliminator. RCB winning the eliminator. No, RCB winning the eliminator. I do think that they have a genuine chance of winning the IPL also. Playoffs is fortune. Like now it's one bad day and you're out, so you cannot know which player has a bad day and that ends up costing the team. That could happen to RCB also, but then it's very difficult now because already RCB have their tails up now.
True.
Okay.
Because they've made it so far.
Last bit for all the viewers and also the panelists. Who's going to win the IPL trophy?
RCB.
Achha. Aniket, RCB.
मेरा आंसर ऑलरेडी
मेरा आंसर यहाँ ऑलरेडी है. पर्पल और वो जीत रहे हैं.
As much as I want to say RCB, I'll say SRH.
Oh,
we have three different predictions in three of them.
Whoa! We have a comment. SRH. Whoa.
Whoever wins out of the three, we will acknowledge that guy as our tribal chief.
Yes. Right after the final. After the final. That's gonna happen. So do join us.
And whoever wins it, please do start the stream by saying "acknowledge me." Only then it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so KKR is winning the IPL, and Manchester United is winning the
FA Cup. All right.
Because even in 2014, KKR won the final a day after my birthday.
Ooh, this is a very, very interesting fact, by the way. Both the times that SRH and Deccan Chargers have won the IPL, they won it under an Aussie captain.
Fuck this shit, man.
They've only won it once, right?
Deccan Chargers is SRH, basically.
Yeah. So only once.
And they won it as Sunrisers also under David Warner's captaincy.
David Warner.
They beat RCB only. You forgot about. They beat RCB only.
I always forget.
भाई कोहली का रन तुमने खराब किया था 930 भाई मजाक है.
973 no.
9. He still has a chance of breaking that record this season.
But he has to make 250s only. It's like he is on 630 or 650 or something.
भैया 702 रन पे
700 के ऊपर है.
भाई 702 रन्स पे वो.
हाँ तो वही ना 200 तो मारना ही है ना वैसे भी.
मार देगा भैया, उसका कोई भरोसा नहीं है, कुछ भी कर सकता भैया. जो भी कोहली भैया हमें जीतने देना बस प्लीज. If you come to final, I think RCB my birthday. Don't spoil my birthday because I'll say acknowledge me.
Yours is 25th, na?
Yeah.
So IPL final is 26.
भैया 2014 में भी हम लोग कभी जीते आईपीएल फाइनल वाज इन ऑन 26 में. My birthday was on 25th May.
So good. I think as long as United win, I'm fine, dude. I don't care. IPL में चारों टीम में से मेरे कोई भी टीम में नहीं है, तो I'm just watching for the vibes at this point. क्योंकि मेरी दुनिया तो हिली नहीं, दूसरों की हिलाऊंगा अगर हारे तो.
Okay, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, do the daily shit that we ask you to do. यार कभी कमेंट भी कर दिया करो, अच्छा लगता है. कमेंट कर दिया करो, सब कुछ कर दिया करो.
We love to read your comments.
Yeah, we love to read the comments. जैसे प्रियांश का है, देखो, I am an RCB, I am a SRH supporter because हमने उन्हीं को हराया था, देखो फाइनल में. He knows this shit, man. The people are watching also know the shit. Come on, डाल दिया करो. Anyway, बाय, टाटा, शब्बा खैर. एक दूसरे को फ्रेंडशिप में मैच के कारण गालियां मत देना. अगर दोगे भी तो मैच के बाद दोस्त बन जाना. This is all I want to say. And end it over here.
Abuse the bloodline in the match, become the bloodline after the match.
Let's go. Remember to subscribe, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you in the next one.
That's enough from us. We see you all in another episode very, very soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.